Welcome to Chamber Chats, brought to you by the Kershaw County Chamber of Commerce. I'm Amy Keinert.
And I'm Stephen Smoke. We are co-hosts of Chamber Chats. New episodes of Chamber Chats go live the second and fourth Wednesday of each month. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to another episode of KC Chamber Chats. We have someone who hopefully can put you to sleep. Not while he's talking, of course, but...
No, we won't let him do that.
No. We have with us Steve McDonald from Mattress Outlet. Welcome, Steve. Happy to have you.
Yeah, thanks. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, tell us about your business and how it started, and how you got involved with or in the realm of mattresses.
Well, it's pretty much what I've done my whole working life. I got into the business back in college, just working at a furniture store, and eventually worked for another mattress store. So the first 10 years or so, I was working at a couple different retail stores, and then I opened my own store for a while and had a couple. I've worked at department stores, furniture stores, anything furniture related for a long time. But I came to Camden basically here to retire, but I thought I'd open one last store. And
what a way to retire.
Call this my semi-retirement.
Yeah. Well, and tell us where you came from.
Well, the last few years I was in California. I've lived in Texas, California, never here. I have relatives here, but I decided a long time ago when I retired I wanted to move to a small town in the South, and just happened to have some family here and picked out this little town. Perfect.
Well, we are glad you're here. And I have to ask, though, again, you said, when I retire, I can't, I'm coming to South Carolina. I've got some family here. And yet you run a retail store that doesn't give you a lot of downtime, right? So share the thought process there.
Well,
were you bored in retirement?
No, I never did really retire.
There's the answer. He never actually retired.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably the kind of person who never will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This I just opened up as a small, just little one-man store. I don't have any employees. A couple of family members help me out. It's pretty much me. I'm there almost 100% of the time. I'm not open late at night. I close on Sundays, so I'm actually working a lot less hours than I used to work.
Okay.
No employees, so no but I have to supervise or anything.
Right.
So it's just take it easy, talk to people that come in and hopefully want to get a good night's sleep.
And where are you located?
Yeah.
I'm it's 1023 Wylie Street, space E, which is right next to Planet Fitness in the shopping center that has Ollie's in it.
Yeah.
I think unless you live in a cave or somewhere, I think you know where Planet Fitness is now.
I think so.
In Camden.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of folks have found that area based on the number of cars in the parking lot as I go by. So that's a great location. Several other businesses have recently opened right there in the same center with you.
Yeah, the Planet Fitness and Ollie's opened about a year ago, I believe. And then PD Outfitters just opened a couple months ago, so they're open for the Christmas season. Yeah. And then there's another business in there, and then still some vacancies because they've just remodeled that whole shopping center that sat there dormant for a number of years.
So we're so happy to...
It was worse than dormant. It was like falling in. I mean, it wasn't just empty. It was a bad eyesore. And so we are certainly grateful for folks like you who have gone into those spaces and have turned the area into a vibrant retail center again.
Absolutely.
for the community.
And speaking of that, tell our listeners a little bit about what you've got in your store. Obviously, it's called Mattress Outlet, so we know that there are mattresses, but how do you have a wide variety? Do you only serve
brands?
Right. Yeah. And what else do you have besides mattresses?
Yeah, there's 30 to 40 different mattresses on display. Everything's brand new. It's in plastic. They have factory warranties with them. They're all just some kind of a closeout or a mismatch or last year's model, factory specials, things like that. But I have the mattresses, obviously box springs. I got frames, headboards, complete beds, a little bit of bedroom furniture, nightstands. I got some accent chairs, a few tables. It's not a full furniture store, but most everything's bedroom related that I have in there. And I just try to buy things that are a really good price. I mean, nothing's super expensive in there. I do have promotional beds, medium quality, high-end beds. Just nothing's thousands and thousands of dollars like you see in a lot of the stores you go around now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and does your inventory then change out frequently?
Yeah.
So I might go in today and you might have
Right.
something, and then you find some other deal and you've got something different next week,
Yeah,
right?
not all the beds come in all sizes, but sometimes it's just a one-shot deal. Sometimes I get one in or one or two, but there's always plenty of selection to get. I've got a showroom in front that shows all the beds, and the warehouse back in the back has all the stock. But yeah, if you come in now and then come back a month or two later, half the beds might be different. It might be the same prices and price range, but the beds will be different. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you go to like shows? How does that work as far as where you get your inventory from, or is a lot of it online now? That you how does that
Well,
work?
most of it's just straight from factories. There's a
Okay.
couple factories here in the Carolinas that I just I'm on their list just to buy closeouts and specials, whatever they've got a good deal on, things like that. But yeah, nothing to do with online. I don't sell
Okay.
online.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming you're talking about like High Point area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been to High Point yet, but I do want to go there.
All right, you're this close now. Hey, you made it
Yeah.
from California to Texas to
Yeah.
Right.
you're only a couple hours away from High Point. You
Yeah.
gotta check that out.
Absolutely.
Well, what else about the business? You mentioned that you're the only one working primarily, other than having some help from family and friends. What are your hours?
It's just I'm 6 days a week, kind of short hours, just from 11 to 5. But that gets me almost 40 hours a week. I'm used to working 60, 70, 80 hours a week.
So
goodness.
this is retirement.
That's why I call it semi-retirement.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Saturdays is big. Have you noticed? Is there a day of the week that's busier than other days for?
Actually, for
mattress
some reason,
shopping?
Saturday's not as busy as I thought it would be.
Oh,
The furniture
interesting.
mattress business is geared to the weekends when couples are off work and they can shop together, and I'm closed on Sunday, so I thought Saturdays would always be my busiest day, but it ends up usually being a day during the week. I don't know what it is.
Interesting.
Maybe this town isn't big on Saturday shopping.
Well, maybe
but
just the sign of the
Football.
times. Yeah,
It could be football.
Yeah, this time of year
Yeah.
it could be.
Yes.
for your during college football season,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I think just a sign of the times as far as flexible work schedules for people.
Right.
You know, people
That's
are
right.
working their own hours at their own, in their own living room, and so maybe that's
different.
it. But no, I was just curious about that.
Yeah. And so tell us a little bit about, besides, the fact that you have a wide variety of selection and, your prices are good, what else do you think sets, your business apart maybe from other mattress stores?
Well, everything's in stock and ready to go. A lot of stores want to order something for you, or they just don't have it in stock right now, or they order everything. But everything I much have is in stock all the
there.
time, ready to go. So it's available for immediate pickup, or I can actually deliver it free locally for you real quickly, too, within a day or two, sometimes the same day.
Do you
So-
deliver by yourself?
Yeah, I've got a helper that's not too reliable, but
Oh.
normally I do it myself, and just usually there's somebody where I'm going to. I mean, that if I need help with a queen or king, they can just help me off with it, where it's a family member, a neighbor, or something like
So
that.
if you're
But I
out there
don't-
looking to do something, Steve could use a helper.
yeah,
it
I can
sounds
still
like.
use some help,
reliable.
even in the
Yeah.
store, just
A
to
reliable
help move things around in the store and assemble things sometimes. So yeah, I'm looking for part time.
Well, last
Yeah.
time I tried to move a mattress and box springs, those things, especially like a king size, that's it's not easy to do by yourself.
And up and down stairs, too.
Ouch.
I've had that recently. I didn't move it, thank God. But
It makes my back hurt just
yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah. So you deliver, and you did say locally. So can you be more specific? Because
Well, I've gone.
some people might consider,
Charlotte.
Yeah.
right, local.
Well, I've gone out of
Yeah.
Kershaw County quite a bit. Never out of the state yet.
Okay,
But
good.
just probably into outer parts of Columbia is the farthest I've gone. I mean, there's really no limit, really. I mean,
Okay.
if they want it.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Just so people know, just in case we're meeting listeners who are,
Yeah.
beyond
Well,
the Kershaw County area.
Yeah, he will deliver to Bonetown and
Right.
all places in between.
Yes.
Rembert.
Westville.
Yep, you name it.
I've been out
Jefferson.
in the sticks on little country roads dringing breads to people. So
Yeah.
I look at it, if they drove that far to come to me, I owe it to them to bring it to them.
That's so nice. How lovely.
That is a good philosophy there.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything else, Steve, that you can think of that our listeners out there need to know or should know about Mattress Outlet?
Sure. What I did want to say is I specialize in some double-sided mattresses you can actually turn over.
Oh, nice.
As you know, about 20 years ago, the whole mattress industry changed when they started unpadding the bottom of the mattress and just told you to spin it around. You don't turn it over anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And none of the name brands do that anymore, anything. They haven't for a long time. But I'm connected with one company that makes 3, 4, 5 different beds that I have at certain times you can actually flip over. So they pad both sides, and they don't really cost any more than a one-sided mattress. But people still like that feature, especially people more my age that are used to flipping a mattress over and just thinks it'll last longer.
Want to make it last longer, right?
Yeah.
And it probably will. I mean, a 10-year mattress, premium one, in 10 years from now, the flippable one will probably be in better shape than the one you don't flip, even though you've been spinning it around. So,
Right.
so that's available.
Great.
I also have a few bean bags for kids and adults. Not very
fun.
many, but I've got some.
Yeah.
Probably have just enough for Christmas. And then these big foam sacks, foam seating that I have, some like chairs and chase lounges and things like that. I've got specialty pillows if you want a latex, a gel foam, memory foam. I even have a CBD pillow.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, I've been open 6 months now. Camden is a very welcoming community. Been selling beds to people all over Kershaw County and beyond. The customers are great. I really like what I see here.
Oh,
good to hear.
Good.
Yeah, and you truly do more than just mattresses.
Yeah.
You know, that was a long list of things, various things that you do in addition to the bedroom furniture and
Right.
you know, end tables, whatever, nightstands type thing.
Yeah.
If I had a bigger store, I'd actually carry some complete bedroom sets. My other stores I've had before in other places, I had the dresser, the mirror, the nightstand, the whole bedroom set set up
Right.
with all the beds too. But the store's not big enough for that. It's good size, but not furniture store size.
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, you are retired.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so I don't know if you want to go with a bigger store,
No,
right?
I don't. I just wanted something like this that I could handle by myself. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted, and I'll keep it 5 to 10 years, and hopefully someone will come in that'll want to take it over. I can train or want the business, and
Yeah.
as long as it's going by then, which I have no doubt it will be. But it'd be a
Right.
nice little business for somebody to have. So,
Well,
yeah.
we hope you never retire, Steve.
Right. And I just think it's I don't know. I just am so in awe that you are doing this all by yourself. I mean, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
But I guess you've done it for so long.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy, right?
I've done it for so long. I don't have the energy and the strength that I used to have.
Right.
But mainly it's just, I mean, most of it is just talking to people when they
Yeah.
come in, just having conversations, even if sometimes we talk more about their life and Camden and everything more than the beds sometimes.
Sure,
But I
sure.
just make friends, and if they buy a bed, great. If not, I met somebody else
Somebody else nice.
that likes it here. So, yeah.
Good. Well, we're happy to have you in our community, Steve. Thank you so much for all you're doing for your clients and customers to help them sleep better, more comfortably in a nice setting and giving them good prices. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
fun talking to you.
Yeah, that's the goal. One more thing I wanted to say.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just we were talking about sleep comfort and everything, but a mattress is, if you don't think about it much, a mattress is very important to good health and well-being.
Absolutely.
Waking up well rested affects your whole day, how you interact with people, your stamina. It reduces your tiredness, and it's probably the most important used piece of furniture in your house, the one that gets the most use. And most people sleep 6 to 8 hours a night, and you have it like 10 or 15 years, so the cost per night is really very low. It's usually less than 30 cents a night.
Wow.
So you just don't want people, so you shouldn't be overly concerned with spending too much. It's just well worth it in the long run to invest in a good mattress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I appreciate that extra thought, because I know when I don't have a good night's sleep, it is really difficult for me to work well, to be happy and nice to
Yeah.
people.
Oh yeah, we can tell when she's doing the podcast when she hasn't had a good
Right.
night. It appears she's had a pretty good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Last
did.
night,
I did.
Steve, thank goodness.
Yeah, and you don't even know if you have that uncomfortable of a bed or if it's that worn out because you don't look at it that often until you go to a nice hotel or sleep at a friend's house and think, I slept
Yeah.
really good, and this is just a guest room bed. So what's wrong with my
Right.
mattress? Maybe I better take a look at that. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so true.
And while we're on that, I do have another quick question. What is kind of the average life of a mattress? You mentioned the one that you flip.
John, be warned. Amy's looking to buy a new mattress. Yeah.
Well, you should get out of a premium bed with a 10-year warranty. It's designed to
10
last 10 to
years.
15 years.
Okay.
I mean, promotional beds have a 1-year warranty. Medium stuff has 5. But when you something that 2 adults are going to sleep on it every night, and you want to be comfortable and have it last a while, you got to get a premium mattress.
Yeah, so 10 to 15 years.
Mhm.
Okay.
And how often should we,
Move it.
Every
yes.
2 to 3 months, you should either flip it over or spin
Whoa.
it around. Most people don't do that.
No.
They never do it, or they do it a couple times a year. But that'll
I was
definitely
like
get
maybe
more.
once a year.
Couple of
Holy
times a year.
cow.
Yeah, all the warranties say every 3 months, but no one ever does it hardly. But that's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to
but
do.
we should, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Make it
yeah.
last longer.
Wow. Well, that's
Yeah.
good to
Well,
know.
I know what we'll be doing this evening. Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Oh, so much for watching the game.
Right. I'll text Crystal and let
Yeah.
her know she's got
Yeah.
something
gotta
for you to do.
I mean, I have all
Getting the
firmness
finger out.
of mattresses too, but I usually recommend getting the firmest mattress you can get. You don't. Some people want really soft ones, and that's okay. But the firmer you get, obviously, firmer mattresses last longer than softer mattresses, even though they all might have the same warranty, just because they compress less, flex less.
That's
The
logical.
padding's firmer on it, just holds up better. But just get something firm enough. You want good support too to keep your back and your spine straight, but you always want plenty of padding where there's comfortable. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of medium firm ones out there that are firm enough for good support, but plenty of padding where it's comfortable.
Yeah. So interesting. I appreciate your insight and suggestions, and I really, Stephen
Wow.
is yawning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like,
He's
Everybody
thinking
sit
about
down now.
sleeping.
I want,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna do.
Even if you
spin
just
the
wanna-
mattress around now, though. Geez, I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep when I usually would.
Even if you just want a mattress, they call it a beducation if you look online. But even if you just want a mattress education sometime and you're not ready to buy anything, just come in. I'll talk to you, tell you all about the business.
That's awesome. I can't wait to do that again.
Yeah, you
'cause
gotta
this
work
has been
out.
so wonderful.
Planet Fitness, you get next door,
Right.
you
Yeah,
get
I've
a rest.
Yeah.
I've had
Yes.
plenty of Planet Fitness customers
you
in there. Yeah.
Sweaty and you stick to the plastic. Yeah.
Well, I think it's great and so interesting, and again, an important part of your health. So,
Definitely.
and Steve obviously wants to talk to you about it. So definitely,
And
go
obviously
by.
is
Knows a lot.
extremely knowledgeable about it.
Yes, knows a lot.
So,
So thank you again, Steve. We really appreciate you being here. And once again, y'all go out and check out Mattress Outlet on Wylie Street next to Planet Fitness, and you'll probably see Steve there.
I'll be
So,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
that's me.
Thanks, Steve.
I was glad to come in to do this. Thanks. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Chamber Chats. This podcast is a production of the Kershaw County Chamber of Commerce in partnership with radio stations Cool 102.7 and Carolina Country Classics 98.7 and is produced by Patty Rose.
Episodes are released the second and fourth Wednesday of each month. Remember to tell others about us and give us some feedback by rating us on your podcast app or by sending an email to director@KershawCountyChamber.org.
We'd love your feedback. And until next time,
Shop Kershaw County.